Welcome to ZenLight 8. Imagine this. Your mind's a battlefield, overrun by creeping doubts, endless worries, and that nagging voice replaying every mistake you've ever made. Sound familiar? Negative thinking can feel like a thief, stealing your peace and holding you hostage. But what if you could break free, take back control, and turn your mind into a fortress of strength and clarity? Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Stoic philosophy to do just that. This isn't about fake positivity or wishful thinking. It's about real, actionable steps to kill negative thinking and unlock a life of purpose and power. Ready to reclaim your mind? Let's get started. Lesson 1. The power of controlling your perceptions. Negative thinking. It sneaks in like a shadow, doesn't it? 1 minute you're going about your day, and the next, your mind's spinning with doubts, frustrations, or that sinking feeling of, I'm not good enough. Maybe it's a harsh word from someone, a plan that fell apart, or just the weight of a rainy Monday morning. Whatever it is, it's not long before those thoughts take over, painting everything in shades of gray. But here's the thing. What if I told you the real problem isn't what's happening out there? It's what's happening in here, in your head? That's where we're starting today, with a truth so simple yet so powerful it can change everything. The source of your negative thinking isn't the events around you, but the way you interpret them. And the best part? You can take control of that. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, put it perfectly when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't just some ancient motivational quote to slap on a coffee mug. It's a game changer. It's the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, a reminder that while life will always throw curveballs, you get to decide how they land in your mind. The rain doesn't make you miserable. Your story about the rain does. The criticism doesn't ruin your day. Your reaction to it does. This idea, this shift in perception, is where your freedom begins. It's not about controlling the world, it's about controlling how you see it. And trust me, once you get this, negativity starts losing its grip. So let's break it down. Negative thinking often kicks off with how we perceive what's happening around us. It's not the event itself that gets under your skin. It's the meaning you slap onto it. Picture this, you're at work, and your boss sends back a report you spent hours on with a curt, "needs improvement." Ouch, right? Your brain might jump straight to, "I'm terrible at this. They think I'm incompetent. I'll never get ahead." Suddenly, you're not just dealing with a rewritten report. You're drowning in a full-blown crisis of self-worth. But here's the kicker. The event didn't do that. Your boss didn't say you're a failure. That's the story you wrote in your head. Marcus Aurelius nailed it when he said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." In other words, it's not the report coming back that's the problem. It's the lens you're looking through. That lens? It's everything. Your perceptions are like a pair of glasses you wear all day, every day. When they're smudged with negativity, even the smallest hiccups look like disasters. A traffic jam isn't just a delay. It's proof the universe hates you. A friend canceling plans isn't just a schedule shift. It's a personal rejection. But what if you could clean those lenses? What if, instead of seeing a setback, you saw a chance to grow? That's what controlling your perceptions is all about. It's not denying reality or pretending everything's perfect. It's choosing a view that works for you, not against you. Let's try a real-world example. Say you're stuck in traffic, late, frustrated, watching the minutes tick by. Your first thought might be, "This is a nightmare. I'm screwed. Why does this always happen to me?" Fair enough, it's not fun. But does that story help you? Does it make the cars move faster or calm your nerves? Nope. It just amplifies the misery. Now, imagine flipping the script. What if you thought, "Okay, I can't change this, but I can use it. I'll listen to that podcast I've been meaning to check out, or just take a second to breathe and reset." The traffic's the same, but your experience? Totally different. That's the power of perception. It doesn't fix the road, but it fixes your headspace. This isn't just a feel-good trick. It's science and philosophy rolled into one. Your brain loves patterns. When something goes wrong, it digs into its old files. past frustrations, insecurities, whatever, and builds a narrative. Over time, those narratives harden into habits. You spill coffee on your shirt, and before you can grab a napkin, your mind's already saying, "Of course, I'm a mess, always screwing up." But here's the Stoic secret. You don't have to buy the story. You can step back, look at it, and say, "Hold up, is this true? Or is this just my brain doing its thing?" 9 times out of 10, it's the latter. And once you see that, you can rewrite the script. So how do you actually take control of your perceptions? It's not as hard as it sounds, but it does take practice. Step 1, awareness. You've got to catch yourself in the act. Next time something throws you off, a rude comment, a missed deadline, whatever, pause. Notice the thought that pops up. Maybe it's, "I'm such an idiot," or "This is hopeless." Don't judge it, don't fight it, just spot it. That's the crack where the light gets in. Step 2, question it. Ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Is this the only way to see it? Often, you'll find it's not the event that's the monster. It's the meaning you've tacked on. Step 3, reframe it. Find a new angle, one that empowers you. Instead of, "I'm an idiot," try, "I made a mistake, and now I know better." Instead of, "This is hopeless," go with, "This is tough, but I've got this." Let's dig into another example, something meatier. Imagine you're up for a promotion, and it goes to someone else. Gut punch, right? Your mind might spiral. "I'm not good enough. They don't value me. What's the point of trying?" That's your perception running wild, turning one moment into a whole identity crisis. But what if you shifted it? What if you thought, "This stings, but it's not the end. Maybe I need to sharpen my skills, or maybe something better's coming. Either way, I'm still in the game." The fact didn't change, you didn't get the promotion, but the story did. And with it, your emotions, your energy, your next move. That's freedom. This isn't about slapping a smiley face on pain. Stoicism isn't blind optimism. It's real, grounded, practical. You're not pretending the rejection doesn't hurt. You're choosing not to let it define you. You're not ignoring the traffic. You're deciding it won't ruin your day. Over time, this shift becomes second nature. Those distorted perceptions, the ones that turn molehills into mountains, start to lose their power. You realize most of what stresses you out isn't as big as your mind makes it. And when you see that, you stop giving negativity the keys to your peace. Here's a challenge to take with you. The next time life throws something at you, big or small, pause. Before you let the usual thoughts take over, ask, "What's my perception here? How can I see this differently?" Maybe it's a spilled drink, a tough conversation, or a plan gone sideways. Whatever it is, practice stepping back and picking a lens that lifts you up instead of dragging you down. It won't always feel natural at first, habits take time to break. But every time you do it, you're training your mind to work for you, not against you. Marcus Aurelius was onto something timeless. The world's chaos doesn't have to be your chaos. You can't stop the rain, the criticism, or the traffic, but you can decide what they mean to you. That's your power. That's your strength. So start today, right now, even. Catch one negative thought, flip it, and watch what happens. Because when you control your perceptions, you're not just surviving life's storms. You're steering through them. And that, my friend, is the first step to killing negative thinking and building a mind that's truly yours. Lesson 2. Unraveling the roots of negative thinking. Negative thinking isn't just a random cloud that drifts into your mind. It's got roots, deep ones, tangled up in places you might not even notice. It's that voice whispering, "You're not enough," or "This'll never work." And before you know it, it's not just a thought. It's a habit, a cycle, a weight you carry without even realizing how heavy it's gotten. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with it. You can dig down, find where it's coming from, and pull it out by the roots. That's what we're tackling today, unraveling the origins of negative thinking so you can break free from its grip. Because once you see it for what it is, it loses its power over you. So where does this stuff come from? Negative thinking isn't some mysterious curse. It's a pattern, built over time, often starting with things you've been through or picked up along the way. Maybe it's a harsh word from a parent years ago that stuck with you. a failure that stung more than it should have, or the constant pressure to measure up in a world that's always watching. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully when he said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts keep dipping into fear, doubt, or shame, that's the hue your life takes on. But here's the key. Those thoughts didn't just show up, they grew from somewhere. And figuring out that somewhere is your first step to taking back control. Think about it like this. Negative thinking often starts as a shield. Your mind's trying to protect you. If you got burned by rejection once, say, a job you didn't get or a relationship that crashed, your brain might decide, okay, let's expect the worst next time so it doesn't hurt as bad. It's like an overzealous bodyguard, throwing up walls of doubt to keep you safe. But instead of protecting you, it traps you. Suddenly, every new opportunity comes with a warning label. You'll fail. Don't bother. They'll judge you. That's not safety, that's a prison. And the crazy part? You built it without even knowing. Let's get real with an example. Imagine you're about to give a presentation at work. You're prepped, you've got your slides, but as you're waiting to start, this voice creeps in. You're gonna mess this up. Everyone's gonna see you're a fraud. Where's that coming from? Maybe it's that time in school when you stumbled over a speech and the class laughed. Or that offhand comment from a boss years ago about needing more polish. Your mind grabbed those moments, tucked them away, and now it's replaying them like a scratched record. But here's the truth Marcus Aurelius would want you to hear. That past moment isn't your present reality. It's just a story, an old root feeding a new fear. So how do you unravel this? It starts with awareness, shining a light on those roots. Next time that negative voice pipes up, don't just let it run the show. Pause and ask, where's this coming from? Trace it back. Is it a memory? A fear? Something someone said that you've carried too long? Let's say you catch yourself thinking, I'm terrible with people, after a shaky conversation. Dig in. Why do I think that? Is it because I was shy as a kid and got left out? Or because I'm scared of looking dumb now? Often, you'll find it's not about the conversation. It's about an old wound or an assumption you've let fester. Once you've got the root in your sights, challenge it. This is where the real work happens. Ask yourself, is this story true? Does it hold up? If you're scared of bombing that presentation, look at the evidence. Have you ever spoken up and done okay? Did people clap, nod, or just not throw tomatoes? Chances are you've got more wins than your mind's letting on. And even if you did stumble once, does that define you forever? No. Marcus Aurelius would say your past doesn't own you, you own your thoughts about it. So if that root's a lie, like, I always fail, call it out. Replace it with something real. I've messed up before, but I've also pulled through. I can do this. Here's a practical spin. Picture you're terrified of asking for a raise. The thought hits, they'll say no. I'm not worth it. Root check. Maybe it's from a time you got shot down as a kid, or you've seen too many social media posts about knowing your place. Challenge it. Have I done good work? Do I have proof I deserve this? If the answer's yes, swap the thought. I might not get it, but I'm worth asking. Every step's progress. It's not blind positivity. It's truth you can stand on. And with every root you yank out, that negative cycle gets weaker. This isn't easy at first. It's like decluttering a basement packed with junk. Those patterns feel familiar, even comfortable, because you've lived with them so long. But the more you dig, the lighter you feel. Say you've always thought, I'm not creative, because a teacher once trashed your art project. Unravel it. That was one opinion, not a law. I've made things people liked since then. Replace it. I'm still finding my spark, and that's okay. Suddenly, you're not lugging that old weight, you're free to try again. The next time negativity creeps in, don't just shrug it off. Get curious. Pause and think, what's feeding this? What's the root? Then pull it up and plant something better. Because here's the stoic truth. Those thoughts aren't you, they're habits. And habits can change. Every time you do this, you're not just pruning negativity, you're growing a mind that's clearer, stronger, and yours again. Lesson 3, renewing your mind. Negative thinking can feel like a broken record, Same old tune, same old scratches, playing on repeat until you're convinced it's the soundtrack of your life. I can't do this. I'm a screw-up. Why even try? It's exhausting, isn't it? But what if you didn't have to dance to that beat? What if you could hit stop, rewrite the lyrics, and play something new? That's what renewing your mind is all about. Breaking free from those tired, toxic thoughts and building a headspace that lifts you up instead of tearing you down. You don't have to accept every thought that shows up. You can choose. And that choice, it's your superpower. Marcus Aurelius said it best. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. That's not just poetry. It's a call to action. Your mind's adaptable. It learned to loop those negative hits, but it can unlearn them too. Renewing your mind isn't about forcing a fake smile or ignoring the mess. It's about taking charge, sifting through the noise, and picking thoughts that serve you. Because here's the deal. Those "I'm not good enough" refrains, they're not facts. They're just noise your brain's gotten used to, and you can turn it down. Why does this matter? Negative thoughts don't just bum you out. They box you in. Imagine telling yourself, "I'll fail at this." Before you even start, you're not just predicting defeat, you're practically guaranteeing it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, keeping you small, stuck, scared. But renewing your mind flips that script. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Suddenly, there's air, light, possibility. You go from "I can't" to "I'm learning." From "I'm a failure" to "I'm growing." It's not magic, it's momentum. So how do you do it? Step 1, awareness. You've got to spot the culprits. Pay attention today. When you mess up, what's your brain saying? Spill your coffee. "I'm such a klutz." Miss a deadline. "I'm useless." Catch those thoughts in the act. Don't beat yourself up. Just notice. Step 2, challenge them. Ask, is this true? Is there proof? Or am I just piling on? Most times, it's fear talking, not facts. You spilled coffee, so what? You're not a klutz, you're human. Step 3, replace it. Swap the junk for something solid. "I'm learning to slow down" beats "I'm a mess" any day. Reframing's your secret weapon here. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about shifting the angle. Say you bomb a test. Old thought, "I'm dumb." Reframe, "This sucked, but it's showing me where to focus." Same event, new vibe. Or maybe you're late to a meeting. Don't go with "I'm a disaster." Try, "I'm juggling a lot, and I'll get better at this." It's real, it's kind, it's forward-looking, and it works. Gratitude's another game changer. It's like a reset button for your brain. When you're spiraling, say, after a rough day, stop and name 3 things you're thankful for. Your dog's wagging tail, a text from a friend, the fact you've got a bed to crash in. Small stuff counts. It doesn't erase the bad, but it balances it, training your mind to see the good even when it's hiding. Let's play it out. You're stressing about a big project, thinking, "I'll never finish this." Pause. Challenge. "Have I finished stuff before?" "Yeah, tons of times." Replace, "This is tough, but I'll chip away at it." Reframe, "Every step's a win, even if it's slow." Add gratitude. "I'm glad I've got this chance to prove myself." See how that shifts? You're not stuck, you're moving. This takes practice. Your mind's been grooving to negativity for a while. But think of it like cleaning a foggy window. At first, it's all streaks and smudges. But keep wiping, and the view clears. Next time you're down on yourself, pause and ask, "What can I think instead?" Pick something true, something kind. Because when you renew your mind, you're not just tweaking thoughts. You're building a life that feels lighter, stronger, and yours. And that's worth every bit of effort. Lesson 4. Surrounding yourself with positivity. Ever notice how a bad day feels worse when you're stuck in a messy room, scrolling through doom and gloom news, or venting with someone who just fuels the fire? It's not a coincidence. Your environment, the people you hang with, the spaces you live in, the stuff you let into your head, has a sneaky way of shaping your thoughts. Negative thinking doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's fed by what's around you. But here's the flip side. You can flip that script. You can build an environment that lifts you up, not drags you down. That's what we're diving into today. How to surround yourself with positivity so your mind doesn't just survive, it thrives. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Sure, your thoughts are your responsibility, but let's be real. What's around you either makes that job easier or a whole lot harder. Negativity's contagious. Spend an hour with a chronic complainer, and suddenly you're griping about the weather too. But positivity, that spreads just as fast. The trick is to curate your world intentionally. Pick the people, places, and inputs that nudge your mind toward resilience and calm instead of chaos and doubt. It's not about hiding from reality. It's about stacking the deck in your favor. Start with the people in your life. They're like mirrors, reflecting back energy that either builds you up or wears you down. Think about it. Who do you spend most of your time with? Are they the type who cheer you on, listen when you're struggling, and push you to be better? Or are they always tearing things down, criticizing, gossiping, draining every ounce of your patience? This isn't about cutting everyone off who's having a bad day. It's about noticing the patterns. If your best friend's default is everything sucks, and you leave every hangout feeling heavier, that's a signal. Surround yourself with folks who inspire you, who see the glass half full without ignoring the cracks. They don't have to be perfect, just supportive. Take my friend Sarah as an example. She used to vent nonstop about her job, her boss, the hours, the coffee machine that never worked. At first, I'd nod along, but after a while, I'd catch myself complaining about my job, even though I liked it. Her negativity was rubbing off. So, I didn't ditch her, I just shifted things. I'd steer our chats toward stuff we enjoyed, like hiking plans or funny movies. Over time, she griped less and I felt lighter. You don't always need to drop people. Sometimes you just need boundaries. Limit the time with energy vampires and lean into the ones who leave you feeling stronger. Now let's talk about your space. Your physical environment's a silent player in your headspace. A cluttered desk piled with bills and half-dead pens? That's stress whispering in your ear. A cozy corner with a plant and soft light? That's calm talking. You don't need a Pinterest-perfect house, just a setup that works for you. I used to let my bedroom turn into a tornado, clothes everywhere, random junk on the nightstand. I'd wake up frazzled before the day even started. Then I tried a 5-minute tidy-up, folded the blanket, cleared the clutter, added a candle. Nothing fancy, but the difference? Huge. It's like my brain exhaled. Small changes, a cleaner workspace, a touch of green, can shift your mood more than you'd think. What you consume matters too. Scroll through X or flip on the TV. What's feeding your mind? Endless arguments, bad news, or comparison traps can turn your thoughts sour fast. Imagine spending an hour on posts about perfect lives. Suddenly, your cozy apartment feels like a dump. That's your environment talking. Flip it. Follow accounts that spark joy or teach you something. Art tips, funny memes, stories of grit. Swap the late-night crime binge for a podcast about growth or a book that fires you up. I started listening to history podcasts instead of scrolling X before bed. Same time, totally different vibe. It's not about avoiding the world, it's about choosing fuel over fumes. Here's how to make it stick. Audit your world. People, list who you see most. Do they lift or sink you? Space, walk around your home. What spots stress you out? Tweak 1. Content, check your last hour online. Inspired or irritated? Adjust. Say you've got a cousin who's all doom and gloom. Cut the hour-long rants to a quick check-in. Desk a mess? Clear it for 10 minutes. Doom scrolling? Unfollow 5 accounts that bum you out and add 3 that spark ideas. Tiny moves, big impact. This isn't about perfection. Life's messy. Your roommate might still hog the couch, or the news might sneak in. But by tilting the balance toward positivity, you're planting seeds for a stronger mind. Next time negativity creeps up, ask, is my environment helping or hurting? Then tweak one thing, call a friend who gets you, light a candle, skip the clickbait. Because when you surround yourself with positivity, you're not just dodging the bad. You're building a foundation that holds you steady, no matter what. Lesson 5. Taking stoic action. Negative thinking loves a vacuum. When you're sitting still, overanalyzing every what if and should've, It's got all the room it needs to grow, spinning doubts, replaying flops, chewing up your peace. But there's a way to shut it down: action. Not just any action, stoic action. Purposeful, focused steps that cut through the noise and put you back in the driver's seat. That's what we're unpacking today: how to break the cycle of negativity by doing, not just thinking. Because as Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Clarity doesn't come from stewing, it comes from moving. Here's the deal. Negative thoughts thrive when you're idle. Stuck in your head, worrying about a deadline? That's fuel for, "I'll never get this done." Ruminating on a fight? Cue, "They hate me now." Action flips that. It shifts your energy from spinning in circles to stepping forward. Stoicism's big on this: don't waste time wrestling with what you can't change. Focus on what you can do right now and do it well. It's not about grand heroics. It's about small, deliberate moves that align with who you want to be. That's where the momentum starts. What stoic action look like? First, it's about control. You can't fix the weather, your boss's mood, or that dumb thing you said last week. But you can control your next step. Say you're freaked about a big meeting. Don't sit there imagining every fumble. Prep your notes. Practice once. That's in your hands. Marcus Aurelius would say, let go of the rest. Obsessing over what's out of reach just feeds the negativity beast. Action starves it. It's simple, but it's not easy. Your brain loves to wander. The trick? Narrow your focus to what's yours to tackle. Let's break it down with an example. You've been dodging a project. Maybe it's a report, a workout plan, whatever, because what if it's not good enough? Keeps looping. Classic negativity trap. Stoic action says, start small. Write one sentence. Do 5 push-ups. Set a timer for 10 minutes and just begin. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't even have to be good. The point is, you're moving. I tried this with a blog post I'd been dreading. Sat there for days thinking, it'll suck. Finally, I wrote one lousy paragraph. Guess what? The next one came easier. Action builds traction. Each step quiets the doubt a little more. It's also about values. Stoic action isn't random. It's tied to what matters to you. Ask, what do I stand for? How can I show it? If kindness is your thing, help someone out when you're feeling low. Drop a nice text, hold a door. If it's growth, learn one new thing today, even if it's tiny. I had a rough week once, stuck in I'm failing mode. My value's resilience, so I forced myself to run, slow, sloppy, but done. That one act reminded me I could push through. When your actions match your core, negativity doesn't just shrink. It gets drowned out by purpose. Momentum's the magic here. Picture a hill, you're at the bottom, staring up, frozen. The longer you stand, the steeper it looks. Take one step, though, and it's not so bad. Another, and you're rolling. Actions like that. Say you're avoiding an email, dreading the reply. Open it, type hi, hit send later. That's it. Next day, you add a line. Soon, it's done. Each move proves to your brain, I can. Negativity hates that it can't argue with progress. This isn't flawless, you'll stumble. Miss a day, botch a task. Stoics don't sweat it. A setback's not a stopper. It's a chance to flex. Spill paint on your canvas? Keep painting, call it abstract. The point isn't perfection. It's persistence. Every action, even a shaky one, chips away at the I can't wall. Next time you're stuck, ask, what's one thing I can do right now? Maybe it's a call, a stretch, a deep breath. Do it. Then another. Because in Stoicism, it's not what you think that shapes you, it's what you do. And every step's a win over negativity. Building a life that's steady, strong, and yours. Lesson 6. The power of words. Words aren't just sounds we make or thoughts we toss around. They're builders. They shape your reality, brick by brick, whether you're whispering them to yourself or shouting them out loud. Negative thinking loves a harsh vocabulary. I'm a failure. This is awful. I'll never get it right. Those phrases don't just describe how you feel. They dig the hole deeper. But here's the flip side. You can choose different words. Ones that lift, heal, and push you forward. That's what we're exploring today. The power of words to break negativity's hold and craft a mind that's stronger, clearer, and yours to command. Marcus Aurelius knew this well. He wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." And how do you think? In words. That inner chatter, the stuff you say when no one's listening, it's not neutral. Call yourself stupid after a mistake, and it's not just a passing jab. It's a seed that grows into doubt. Tell a friend everything's falling apart, and you're not just venting, you're cementing that story. But shift those words and the whole game changes. Instead of, "I'm a mess," try, "I'm figuring it out." Instead of, "This sucks," go with, "This is tough, but I've got it." Small switches, massive ripples. Let's start with that inner dialogue. The quiet voice that's with you all day. The sneaky, "Isn't it?" Spill your coffee, and before you wipe it up, you're hit with, "I'm such an idiot." Miss a bus, and it's, "I always screw up." Those words aren't just thoughts, they're judgments, and they stick. Over time, they build a version of you that's smaller than you really are. But you don't have to let them run the show. Catch them. Next time you flub something, say, forgetting a deadline, pause. Hear the "I'm useless" creeping in? Swap it. "I dropped the ball, but I'll catch up." It's not fake, it's fair. And it keeps you moving instead of sinking. How about when you talk to others? Your words don't just shape you, they bounce off everyone around you. Spend an hour complaining, "Work's a nightmare, the weather's trash, I'm done." And you're not just unloading, you're marinating in it. Plus, you're dragging whoever's listening down too. Flip that, "Work's rough, but I learned something today." It's not sugarcoating, it's redirecting. I tried this after a brutal week. Instead of griping to my buddy about my boss, I said, "It's been chaos, but I handled it. Felt better." He nodded instead of sighing. Words can pull you up, and others with you. Here's a tool to make it real. Affirmations. They're not cheesy mantras. They're deliberate resets. Struggling with confidence? Try, "I'm capable and growing every morning." Feeling stuck? "I'm taking steps, even small ones." Say it like you mean it, out loud if you can. It's like reprogramming your brain's default. I started with, "I'm enough," after years of feeling behind. At first, it felt silly, but after a week, it stuck. Not because life got perfect, but because I stopped beating myself up. Pick one that fits, something true you need to hear, and repeat it till it's yours. Gratitude journaling's another gem. Words on paper have weight. End your day with 3 things you're thankful for, big or small. My sister called. The sunset was wild. I made it through. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about balancing it. I started this during a rough patch, job stress, no sleep. First night, coffee was good. Dog didn't chew my shoes. I'm still here. Simple, but it shifted my focus. Over weeks, I noticed more good than bad. Your brain learns to hunt for light when you give it the words to do it. Let's play it out. Rough day, car breaks down, you're late. Everything's off. Old words, "I'm cursed. This is hell." New words, "This is a mess, but I'll sort it." Affirmation, "I can handle more than I think." Gratitude, "Glad I've got a phone to call for help." Same day, different feel. Or say you bomb a pitch at work. Instead of, "I'm a fraud," go with, "That didn't land, but I'll tweak it." Write down, "I tried, my desk's still mine. Team didn't ditch me." Words don't fix the car or the pitch, they fix you. This takes practice, your tongue's trained for the negative. But think of words like tools in a garden. Negative ones plant weeds, choke out the good stuff. Positive ones sow flowers, build something alive. Next time you catch yourself mid-criticism, inner or outer, stop. Ask, "Are these words helping?" Then pick new ones. Because when you wield your words with purpose, you're not just talking. You're shaping a mind that's tougher, brighter, and ready for anything. Lesson 7. Cultivating emotional resilience. Life's a roller coaster, ups, downs, loops you didn't sign up for. Challenges hit hard. A job loss, a fight, a plan that craters. Negative thinking loves those dips. It swoops in with, "You can't handle this," or "It's all over." But here's the truth. You don't have to dodge the ride. You can ride it out stronger. That's emotional resilience, not avoiding the tough stuff, but choosing how you roll with it. Today, we're digging into how to build that grit so when the storms hit, you bend, not break. Because as Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Resilience isn't pretending everything's fine. It's facing the mess and still standing. Life's unpredictable. You can't stop the rain, but you can decide if it soaks you or waters you. It starts with acceptance. Some things are out of your hands. That promotion you didn't get, not your call. The friend who ghosted, their move. Fighting what you can't change just burns you out, feeds the negativity spiral. Stoics get this. Let go of the uncontrollable and grab what's yours, your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. Say your car dies mid-commute. You can't magic it back to life, but you can choose. Freak out or figure it out. That's where resilience kicks in. Take setbacks as an example. You pitch an idea and it flops, boss says no, team's quiet. Old reaction, I'm done, I suck. Resilient move, that stung, what's next? It's not denial, the sting's real, but it's redirection. I lost a gig once, gutted for days. Then I asked, what can I control? Answer, my hustle. I pitched again elsewhere, got a yes. Didn't erase the no, but it built me back up. Resilience turns flops into fuel. Every hit's a lesson, not a tombstone. Self-compassion's key too. You'd never tell a buddy who's down, you're trash. Give up. So why do it to yourself? After a screw-up, say, snapping at someone. Don't pile on with I'm the worst. Try, I messed up, I'm human, I'll fix it. It's not coddling, it's strength. I yelled at my kid once over spilled juice. Felt awful. Old me, terrible dad. New me, I lost it, but I'll apologize and do better. Gentler words, tougher spine. Treating yourself like a friend keeps you steady when the ground shakes. Mindfulness is your anchor. When emotions surge, anger, fear, whatever, it's easy to drown. Pause instead. Breathe. Feel it without flipping out. Stuck in traffic, fuming? Inhale, exhale, notice the wheel under your hands. Doesn't clear the road, but it clears your head. I used to rage at delays. Once, a flight got canceled, and I was a mess. Tried breathing. 5 seconds in, 5 out. Still annoyed, but I didn't spiral. Mindfulness buys you space, lets you pick your move, not just react. Gratitude's your ballast. Hard times tilt everything dark, but there's always something solid. Job's shaky? I've got skills to lean on. Fight with a pal? We've got history, this'll pass. Write it down, 3 things daily. Rain stopped, dog snoring. I ate today. I did this when my mom was sick. Scary days. Noted, she smiled. Nurse was kind. I'm here. Didn't cure her, but it held me together. Gratitude doesn't erase pain. It balances it, keeps you from tipping over. Picture resilience like a tree in a gale. Branches sway, some snap, but deep roots hold. Life's winds will blow, lose a client, miss a goal. Old thought, it's over. Resilient shift. This hurts, but I'm still standing. What now? Last month, a deal fell through. Felt like a punch. Breathed, listed. I've got time. Past wins, a plan. Then acted, reached out again. Didn't win it back, but I grew. That's resilience. Not dodging the storm, but rooting through it. Next hit you take, pause. What's mine to handle? How can I be kind to myself? Breathe, find 3 good things, step up. Because resilience isn't a gift. It's a muscle. Flex it, and negativity doesn't just fade. You rise above it, tougher and ready for whatever's next. Lesson 8. Practicing gratitude as a mindset shift. Negative thinking has a way of zeroing in on what's wrong. Missed chances, broken plans, that one rude comment that stings all day. It's like a spotlight that blinds you to everything else, leaving you stuck in a loop of, why me? Or what's next? But there's a simple, powerful way to flip that switch. Gratitude. It's not about ignoring the tough stuff. It's about redirecting your focus to what's still good, even when life's messy. Today, We're diving into how practicing gratitude can shift your mindset, pulling you out of negativity's grip and into a clearer, stronger headspace. Because as Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave them if they were not yours." Gratitude's a game changer because it rewires how you see the world. When you're drowning in a bad day, say your car won't start or you bombed a meeting, it's easy to think everything's trash. But pause and look. There's always something worth noticing. Maybe it's the stranger who offered a jumpstart, or the fact you've got a job to mess up in the first place. Gratitude doesn't fix the car or the meeting. It changes how you feel about them. It's like turning on a dim light in a dark room. Not blinding, but enough to find your way. Over time, that light gets brighter, training your brain to spot the good even when it's buried. So what does this look like in real life? It's not about pretending the bad doesn't exist. Stoics don't play that game. It's about balance. Take a rough morning. Alarm didn't go off, you're late, coffee's cold. Old habit. This day's shot. Gratitude shift. I've got legs to rush with, a job to be late for, a cup to hold even if it's lukewarm. Sounds small, right? But those small pivots stack up. I had a week where everything tanked. Lost a client, rained nonstop, started listing. I've got a roof, a friend texted. I ate today. Didn't erase the mess, but it cut the misery in half. Gratitude's not a cure. It's a counterweight. One way to lock this in is a gratitude journal. Doesn't need to be fancy. Just grab a notebook or your phone and jot down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Keep it real, big wins or tiny moments. Got a raise is great. Sun came out works too. I started this during a slump. First entry. Dog licked my face. Bed's warm. No meetings today. Took 2 minutes, but it pulled me out of life sucks mode. After a month, I'd flip back and see a pile of good I'd missed. It's proof your brain can learn to hunt for light. Give it the words, and it'll find them. Expressing it out loud's another move. Tell someone you appreciate them. It's gratitude in action. Hey, thanks for listening yesterday. Or, I love how you always make me laugh. It's not just warm fuzzies, it shifts your focus. And there's, I thanked a coworker once for covering my shift. Simple. You saved me, man. His grin, contagious. My mood, lighter. Saying it spreads the good, doubles it back to you. Doesn't have to be deep, just real. Next time you're with someone, toss out a thanks for that. Watch what it does. Here's a scenario. Stuck in traffic, late again. Normal spiral. I hate this, I'm doomed. Gratitude twist. I've got tunes to kill time. Cars still rolling. I'll get there. Journal it later. Music, gas in the tank, a destination. Tell a buddy. Appreciate you texting me through this jam. Same snag, new vibe. Or say a friend bails on plans. Instead of they suck, try, I've got a night to chill now. Right? Quiet time. Good book. No rush. Text them. Thanks for the heads up. Enjoy your night. It's not denial, it's a choice. This takes effort. Negativity's loud. Gratitude's quiet. But it's like tuning a radio. Static's default, but tweak the dial and the signal clears. Day goes south? Ask. What's one thing I'm glad for? Stuck on 0? I'm breathing counts. I had a fight with my sister once. Mad as hell. Forced it. She's still family, we've survived worse. I've got tea. Cooled me down enough to call her later. Gratitude doesn't erase the clash. It softens the edge. Think of it as a lens swap. Negativity zooms in on flaws. Gratitude widens the shot. Next time you're low, pause. List 3 things, say them, write them, share them. Because when you practice gratitude, you're not just dodging darkness. You're building a mind that sees light, even in the cracks. And that shift, it's yours to keep. Lesson 9, embracing impermanence. Change is the one thing you can bet on. Nothing stays put. Your favorite coffee shop closes. A friendship fades. That perfect day slips into yesterday. Negative thinking loves to fight this. It clings to what was or freaks out about what's coming, spinning you into regret or dread. But what if you stopped pushing back? What if you leaned into the truth that everything's temporary? That's what we're tackling today. Embracing impermanence. It's not giving up, it's letting go to lighten up. Marcus Aurelius nailed it. All things pass away. What we do in life, how we react, and the decisions we make, that's what remains ours. This isn't gloom, it's freedom. We waste so much energy wrestling with change, wishing the good lasted forever or the bad never showed up. Ever catch yourself stuck on, if only I'd kept that job, or what if I lose this too? That's resistance talking, and it fuels negativity, keeps you chained to a past you can't redo or a future you can't predict. But flip it. Everything's a guest. Joy, pain, people, moments. They visit, they leave. Embracing that cuts the angst and drops you square in the now where you've got some say. Think about a flower, it blooms, it fades. You don't curse it for wilting. You enjoy it while it's there. Life's the same. That killer sunset? Gone by dark. That argument? It'll cool off. Impermanence means nothing's locked in. Not the highs, not the lows. I lost a pet once. Gutted me. Kept thinking, why can't she stay? Then it hit. She was here, she was awesome, that's what counts. Didn't stop the hurt, but it eased the fight. When you quit battling change, you start savoring what is. Here's how it works. Hard day, say a breakup. Old loop. I'll never get over this, it's ruined. Impermanence lens. This hurts like hell, but it won't always. Doesn't numb the sting, but it loosens the grip. Or a win like nailing a project. Instead of, hope this lasts, think, this rocks right now. Savor it without clutching. I got a promotion once, obsessed over keeping it. Stress city. Shifted. This is mine today, cool. Less worry, more enjoy. Change isn't the enemy. It's the rhythm. Try it practically. Something tanks, car breaks down. Don't spiral. This is my life now. Remind yourself, this is temporary. I'll fix it, it'll pass. Gratitude ties in. Got a toe, still got legs. Or a good moment, friends laughing with you. Don't dread it ending. Soak it in. This is gold while it lasts. I had a rough move, new city, no pals. Kept thinking, I'm stuck lonely. Switched. This is just now, connections come. 6 months later, I had a crew. Impermanence proved me right. Kills perfectionism too. If nothing's permanent, why sweat every flaw? Spill paint on a canvas. Old me, it's trash. Now, it's a phase, keep going. Mistakes aren't forever. They're blips. I botched a speech once, froze, bombed. Thought, career's toast. Then, this is one gig. It'll fade. Next talk was fine. Letting go of fixed frees you to try, fail, rebound. Picture life like a river always flowing. Grab the water and you're mad it slips away. Ride it and you're good. Regret a past fight? It's done, I learned. Fear a job loss? Might happen, I'll adapt. Last week, my power went out. Dark, cold, annoyed. Old me, why always me? New me, this'll end. I've got blankets. Power's back, I'm fine. Impermanence is your ally. Nothing sticks around to crush you. Next time you're caught, past guilt, future panic, pause. This is changing, always does. Savor the good, shrug off the bad. Because when you embrace impermanence, you're not just surviving flux. You're thriving in it, lighter, present, and tougher than you knew. Lesson 10. Building a purpose-driven life. Negative thinking thrives in a void. When you're drifting, unsure of why you're here or where you're headed, it's easy to get lost in what's the point? Or I'm not enough. Doubt creeps in, fear takes root, and before you know it, you're stuck. But there's a way out, purpose. Not some lofty save-the-world mission, though it could be, but a personal compass, something that gives your days meaning and your steps direction. That's what we're diving into today. Building a purpose-driven life. Because when you know what matters to you and live it, negativity doesn't just fade, it gets drowned out by something stronger. Marcus Aurelius said, "People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse are wasting their time, even when hard at work." Let's make sure that's not you. Purpose isn't about chasing shiny trophies or checking society's boxes. It's deeper. It's about aligning your actions with what lights you up inside, what you'd stand for even when no one's watching. Without it, life's just noise, busy, but empty. With it, even the rough days make sense. Think of it like a lighthouse. Storms hit, waves crash, but that steady beam keeps you on course. Negativity can't sink you when you've got a why to hold on to. So how do you find it? Start simple. What matters to you? Not what should matter, what does? Family? Growth? Helping others? Creativity? That's your raw material. Let's break it down. Purpose starts with questions. Grab a coffee, sit quiet, and ask, what makes me feel alive? What do I want to leave behind? What pulls me even when I'm tired? Maybe it's being there for your kids. Really there, not just clocking in. Or mastering a skill. Painting, coding, whatever, because it stretches you. For me, it hit during a low patch. I realized I love telling stories that spark something in people. Didn't need a stage, just a pen. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It has to be yours. Write it down. I want to connect. I want to learn. I want to build. That's your seed. Goals come next. Little markers that turn purpose into action. Say your thing is kindness. Set a goal. I'll check in on someone weekly. Growth? I'll read one book a month. Mine was write one piece that moves someone by year's end. Keeps it real, not vague. Goals aren't the purpose, they serve it. And they don't have to be epic, small's fine. Start a garden, call your mom more, volunteer once. Point is, they tie back to your core. When your days line up with what you value, negativity's got less room to squat. Here's the juice. Purpose powers you through the muck. Take a setback, job rejection. No purpose? I'm a loser, why bother? With purpose, say, providing for your crew. It's this stinks, but I'll find another way for them. I bombed a pitch once, silence, crickets. Old me, I'm done. New me, tied to storytelling. That flopped, but I'll tweak it. Someone's waiting to hear this. Purpose doesn't dodge the hit. It gives you a reason to swing back. Challenges stop being walls, they're steps. It filters the noise too. Purpose says no to junk that doesn't fit. Scroll X for hours? If your values connection, you'll ditch it for a real talk. Chasing cash over meaning? If growth's your jam, you'll pivot. I used to grind side gigs that drained me, purpose hit, and I cut them. More time for writing, less fog. Ask, does this serve what I'm about? Yes, keep it. No, drop it. Life gets cleaner, negativity hates that. Action's where it lives. Purpose isn't a thought. It's a verb. Values without moves are just daydreams. Kindness? Smile at the cashier. Learning? Crack a book. I wrote daily, even crap drafts, kept the fire alive. Say you value health, walk 10 minutes today. Tiny, sure, but it's motion. Momentum builds. Negativity shrinks when you're too busy living your why. Stumble? Fine. Purpose isn't perfect. It's persistent. Miss a day, start again. Every step's a brick in something bigger. Let's play it out. Rough week. Boss snaps. Cars toast. No purpose. I'm cursed. Purpose, resilience. This is fuel to keep going. I'm tougher than this. Goal. I'll fix one thing daily. Action. Call the mechanic. Ignore the rant. Or a win, nail a task. Purpose. Impact. This helps someone. Goal. Do it again. Action. Plan the next. Purpose turns lows into lessons. Highs into fuel. Last month, I lost a gig, sucked. But I tell stories, kicked in. Wrote anyway, landed better. That's the pull. Think of purpose as your North Star. Fog rolls in doubt, fear. It's still there, guiding. Next slump. Ask, what's my why? How do I live it today? Set one goal, take one step. Because a purpose-driven life isn't a finish line. It's a path. And every move you make builds a you that negativity can't touch. Clear, steady, alive. Here we are, the end of this journey, but really, it's just the start. Negative thinking isn't some unbeatable foe. It's a habit, a pattern you've got the power to unravel. Over these 10 lessons, we've walked through Marcus Aurelius' Stoic wisdom, peeling back the layers of your mind and handing you the tools to take charge. From shifting how you see the world to rooting out old doubts. From choosing your words to acting with purpose. You've got everything you need to break free. It's not about erasing every dark day. It's about building a life that's clearer, tougher, and fuller, no matter what hits. As Marcus Aurelius put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's your key, right there in your hands. This isn't a one-and-done fix. Negativity's sneaky. It'll creep back. But now you know every small step counts. Catch a twisted perception and flip it. Dig up a root and plant something better. Act when you'd rather stew. These aren't just tricks, they're your way out, your way up. You've seen it. A traffic jam's not doom. It's a podcast break. A flop's not failure, it's feedback. Purpose isn't a dream. It's your daily grind with meaning. Each move, from reframing to gratitude, is a brick in a stronger you. You're not just surviving, you're shaping a life that's yours, resilient and real. To everyone who's stuck with ZenLight 8 through this, thank you. Seriously, you've shown up, listened, maybe even scribbled a gratitude list or two. That's not nothing, that's everything. This channel's about sparking that shift, and you're the fire. If something clicked, maybe it's purpose, maybe it's a kinder word to yourself, run with it. Share it. Drop a comment, tell a friend. Spread the light. Because breaking free from negativity isn't just for you. It's for everyone you touch. What's one thing you're taking away? Let us know, we're here, cheering you on. This journey's yours now. Keep it simple, one thought, one action, one day at a time. You've got Marcus wisdom, your own grit, and a community here at ZenLight 8 rooting for you. Negativity's loud, but you're louder, stronger too. So, until next time, stay mindful, stay intentional, stay you. You've got this, and we're so grateful you've been with us. Here's to building the best version of yourself, one purposeful step at a time. See you soon.